What's up, boys? Everyone's already muted. Interesting. How are we doing? So, we are now on part 4 of the How to Make Money lecture. This is probably the most important part, or at least the most profitable part. We're going to be talking about actually creating your product. So this is going to be the thing that you're going to sell for money. From this lecture, you're going to get your offer ready to be sold, which means that for many of you, this will actually mean your business is starting from after this lecture. It's also going to equip you with the mindset, belief, and skill to actually get started as an entrepreneur without needing a teacher from the education system to get started, because this is what a lot of beginner entrepreneurs are stuck behind. This is your intuition and your bravery as a young man has been stolen from you by the education system that always convince you that you need to wait for a teacher to tell you what to do to start your own thing. So we're going to redeem that for you today. Let's begin then. Just by typing in the chat, who's come to every lecture so far? Who's been showing up every single day at 3 p.m? I've seen some great consistency from a bunch of the guys, which is awesome to see. Nice. So, for the last lecture, we spoke a lot about the market is your people, and we just want to give them the gift. Your gift is just your flow state task. And we can even say that this encapsulates your purpose. Everyone with me on this, like our understanding is there, right? So just type 1, you understand this. Chances are your purpose is probably going to be to use your flow state task, the thing that has no thought in your mind as you do it, in some kind of way to help what you consider are your people / your cause. I actually thought before this lecture, I'm very proud of the understanding we've got, because when you think about how vague the subject of purpose was like a year ago before, we were speaking about it like this, every male influencer used to talk about purpose and not a single one of them would ever define it because they didn't actually know what they were talking about, including me. And I think we've actually discovered it now. You don't need to do the monetization part of it, but you may as well in the modern day, because this way then you don't need to go work like a job and also try and do your purpose alongside it. So what we want to do is dive deeper into, first of all, the market and your people, so we understand who we're trying to help a little bit better. And so this is what we call a customer avatar. Who's done the customer avatar practice? Type 1 in the chat. And type 2 if you don't really know what I'm on about, or if you've not done it. Customer avatar practice. The practice is where you write down a autistic level documents, like a description for who is your dream ideal customer. So you literally write in details of, like, you make it a character. For example, okay, his name is this, he is 21 years old, he's currently studying this, he has this much money in his bank account, he wakes up at 7 a.m, the first thoughts that enter his mind automatically are these: he fears this, he hates this, he gets pleasure from this. Just super detailed whatever you can think of. And obviously this helps when you are your own dream customer. You have went through the trials and tribulations that you want to help people with. Because, for example, if you want to help people with weight loss and you've struggled with weight loss previously, well, then you can actually, you know exactly what thoughts that person's going through. You know the agitation when they step on the scale, even though they've been doing everything right, and the scale actually goes up. You know that moments of frustration. You know how annoying it is when like the batteries on the kitchen weighing scale go down and he doesn't even change them for like 3 days and just eats random shit instead. You know what it's like when your family order pizza and you're trying to stay on a diet and then one of them convinces you that you don't want to waste the food. You want to know this much detail. What is their problems? There's a few things we want to actually talk about. So, first of all is the dream outcome. What is their ideal results? What do they want? Remember, this is very similar to what we spoke about yesterday about the core, the conscious and the primal desires. So where do they want to get to? The conscious desire is what they'll say in public. It's what the mother will say when she says that she wants like a new vacuum. The primal desire is what they actually want, and it's your job to figure out what people actually want. They usually won't tell you. If I make a poll on YouTube and say what videos or what video topic would you be most likely to click on, all of you motherfuckers will write something, will choose the option of like money or something. And yet when I make a video on getting girls, it gets triple the views. Interesting, isn't it? You believe that it's actually about money, but you're more likely to go and watch a video on getting girls. So conscious and primal desire. So I'd ask you here, just think about it in autistic detail. What is their dream outcome consciously? What are they consciously sort of or this could be a better word to say publicly. What would they publicly say is their dream outcome? Publicly, a brown guy, let's say you want to help Pakistani guys get higher grades. Publicly, he'll say he wants higher grades and so that he can go to university. His primal subconscious desire is because he doesn't want to disappoint his father, and because he stops, like he wants to stop being the family outcast. He wants to climb up the social hierarchy in his own family. He's probably not going to say that out loud, but if you know this, you're going to sell to him a lot better. Everyone got up to that point. Type 1 in the chat if you know what your customer avatar's dream outcome is, and also what their public sort of perception is and what their primal one is. And then type 2 if you're not too sure. Okay, we got quite a lot of 2s. For all the guys who've just typed 2, expand on that please and tell me, okay, what is it which you're not sure with? Let's see where we're stuck at. Quite a lot of 2s, I'm actually quite surprised. I know their public desire, but not their primal one. Okay. What is the public desire? Octavian said, not sure because there's a person very different from me. Yeah, that can happen. So what I'd ask you is that definitely your people, or is that just the easiest customers that you could find? Let me reply in the chat, Octavian, because we've said, okay, you want to help your people. The people you're trying to sell to, be honest, yes or no, are they your people? Or is it just kind of like the kind of random customer that you ended up like choosing? Yeah, random. Go back one step, bro. This is why it's very important to go with your people. And remember that the main limiting belief with that is like, oh, but my people don't have money and stuff. But then this is what we said, the 16 years old have got like $200 shoes and everything anyway. So you'll always do better selling to your people, especially as a beginner entrepreneur. As you scale up and you've got 10 years in business and you know these things, then you can start to sell to like other people, and it's absolutely fine. And the best market out there is definitely like rich, middle-aged women. Very easy to sell to. They're very, very insecure people, so you sell them. Think about like the market that's there, billions and billions of like anti-aging creams and all this bullshit that just, you remember watching TV a few years ago, and there's all this like bullshit that was marketed to like middle-aged mothers or whatever. This Boots anti-aging cream, and then here she is, like an old woman who looks very happy with herself, and wow, oh my god, wrinkles are gone. It's like literally a $2 cream that they'll price up to like $50 because these insecure women will buy it. But you don't know them enough, right? What is the exact words going on in her brain when she wakes up? We don't know. So don't be arrogant and think, well, yeah, I'll sell to her because it's really easy. Because Octavian, I think that's what you might be doing right now. If that anyone else has the same problem where you're thinking, well, I don't really know what this person's dream outcome will be, chances are it's because you don't actually know anything about them. Now, you can go and do all the research and stuff, but I'd just ask you, it's like, do you, like, you said it's a random person, but be honest, like, do you actually care about them? Remember, your business is supposed to help people. Now, like, people, like, level one, or like, dumbass thinking, which, no offense, I think most of us are here, is thinking, okay, what's the purpose of a business? What is it? Most people, you know why you won't make any fucking money? Because you believe that the purpose of a business is to make money. You know how stupid that is? That's like saying the purpose of a car is to buy gas. Yeah, I just bought this car. Yeah, I can't wait to buy some gas, bro. Yeah. Think about how retarded that sounds. The purpose, what's the purpose of a car? One word. What is the purpose of a car? Drive A to B to the destination. Not to buy the gas. The gas is the fuel to get to the destination. So many people here are like brain dead entrepreneurs, and I don't blame you because there's no entrepreneur school out there, right? So you don't actually learn these things. And I was exactly this way as well. But when I look back to like 17 or 18 or 20-year-old me thinking, oh yeah, I just want to make money, it almost like blows my mind to think of how idiotic, because that's like literally saying, oh, I want to buy a car to buy some gas. Yep, that's it. I just wanted to buy some gas, guy. Yep. Oh, I really hope this one I can buy a lot of gas with this car. It's like, that's not, do you know what I mean? What are you going to use the car for? It's to get to the destination, right? So the point of a business, exactly the same. To get to a destination for some kind of mission or that's the exact same, to help some kind of people. It's the exact same thing. The business is not to make money. The business uses money as fuel to get to the destination. So level one entrepreneurs are stuck here thinking that, okay, the business is just about making money. The thing is, no one gives a fuck about you making money. Who's going to be on board with that? Oh, yeah, yes, come on, let's gather around, guys. We've got to help this random 18-year-old kid make money. Like, that's not a good purpose, bro. We don't give a fuck about you, right? We need a mission, we need a destination, and our business is going to get us there, or, get the world there, and we use money to fulfill that. The business is about giving, remember, we keep saying this word, it's about value. People say this word, but they don't even know what it means. It's about giving value, it's about helping people. We're stuck in like level one selfish thinking. The thing is, you can just be 10 times smarter and 10 times more selfish, interestingly, but just like a more intelligent selfish, that's what I'd call it, which is that I'm not going to try and just, think my business is making money today, so I'm going to try and make, money as fast as possible. But rather, I want to make a fuck ton of money. But in 10 years from now, there's a little story that comes to mind actually from this, which it goes like, there's two, how do you draw a bull, bro? There's okay. There's two bulls. Bulls are like big male cows, okay? Big motherfuckers, right? They weigh like hundreds of pounds, right? And this is the younger one, and this is the older one. The younger bull looks at the older one and says, hey, look, there's loads of cows down there. Let's go run down and fuck one of them. And the older bull looks back and says, no. Let's walk down, and then let's fuck all of them. Delay gratification. We're waiting for the second marshmallow. Obviously, I'm not telling you to be a degenerate, but the idea is we still want to have our own personal gain. We're still going to make our money, right? But we're not going to do it at this level one, like mine, greedy, like quick, I need money right now kind of mindset. And instead, we're going to think to ourselves, how do we make a sick amount of money? We make it in years from now. Again, I always give the disclaimer, if you're at like a genuine survival mode right now where $1,000 or $2,000 would save your life or your parents' life, ignore this advice and just go make money as hard as possible. Go work 2-3 jobs, go do affiliate marketing, go do like some sort of lower level business, which is purely all about the money. If, for example, you're literally like living in the ghetto, you're getting robbed, you're getting shot at and stuff, making 1 or 2 grand will actually save a lot of people from a lot of trauma. So that's different. But for many guys here, 1K, 2K will kind of change your life. It'd be super nice and you'd be able to help your family, but it wouldn't like save your life. You're not going to die if you don't make 1 or 2K a month right now, right? Most of us would say that. There is some guys in Adonis School who are actually in like war-torn countries. If they could make 2K, they genuinely could potentially save a family member's life. So there's always the possibility that making money as fast as possible is actually a good thing for some people. Probably not for you though. So this is just the mindset I just want everyone here, bro. It was Octavian who was saying this, is get out of this like, I need to make money as fast as possible and a business is for me to make money. It's not. The business is to get to a destination, is to achieve some kind of big mission, and it uses money for that. Is that super clear now? So I'd ask you is, what is the destination you want to get to? What is the mission you want to complete? What is the goal that you want? Bigger than yourself. Right now we're in insecure, scarcity, selfish, like level 1 selfish thinking, which is like, oh, well, I want to get some money so I can become a high value man and stuff. But it's like, it needs to be bigger than that. Nobody gives a fuck about you. People are going to get on board in your business and buy from you, especially these days. It's no longer that you buy from like a random invisible company anymore, is it? It's like you probably only buy from like 10 different companies. When you really think about it, you probably buy from the same kind of company over and over and over again because you actually like them, because their mission is good. This is why you'll, like, for example, I'll buy everything on Amazon. I won't go to like another site, is because Amazon's mission has treated me well. It means that whatever I want, I get it extremely quickly. Any questions on just this page here? Business being for a destination and not for money itself. A business uses money. So Octavian said, Hamza, what's the purpose with your business? Is it financial freedom or just helping people? The purpose should never be just your own personal gain. Even this is, I believe this is chapter 9 of The Way of This Do It for Love. The way a man penetrates his woman should be the way that he penetrates the world, not merely for personal gain, but for love. The idea is if you are this incredibly like selfish, just self-absorbed person who like, okay, my business is for me, having sex with this girl is for me and my own ejaculation, you repulse people. This is why you've seen like these kinds of men, the men's influencers online, that they're all very like degenerates, and how ill they speak of women. It's because they attract women like that. They attract like women who are the equivalent of like them, who only care about their own ejaculation. So if you're having sex, obsessing over your own ejaculation, it's the same thing as like starting a business with only trying to make your own money. So the purpose of my business is not my own financial freedom, or even my family's, for example. The purpose of my business is you. It's helping young men out there. Now, the byproduct of that, when your business has been super successful and it makes so much money that you can't even spend that much back onto the business, is that I'll become financially free. Is that my family will become financially free. But you want to see that as like a byproduct when there's so much surplus of the fuel of business. The fuel of business is money. It's like there's a surplus of gas. So it's like, okay, well, we don't need more gas for the car. We've already got tons of reserve. There's no point stacking up more. So like, I'll take some of the gas for my own personal car if you guys don't mind. And everyone's like, yeah, sure. Like, you're the face of the business. You can take some gas home. No problem. Right? And these days, all you have is like the founder of the business saying, oh, no, all the gas mine, company vehicle, no gas. You guys are fine. You guys are fine walking, aren't you? I need it for my Dubai apartment. Yeah, you're welcome, Octavian. Give us more examples. Do you need more examples than that? I think the point's clear, is it not? Yeah. This was just one point. If you want to do a little bit more research on this, because we'll move on, but if you just want to go His name is Simon Sinek. He's a pretty good author, and he has a video where he talks about this. I just stole this idea from him, but he has a video where he spoke about this, and when I watched it a few years ago, I was like, fuck me, that's so right. And it's almost like stupid when he says it out loud, where he's like, the point of a car is not to buy gas, the point of a business is not to just make money. And I was like, oh yeah, like that makes so much sense. And here I am, like greedy level 1 selfish, thinking, oh, well, you know, like 2k a month, 5k a month, how much can I make? So that is the dream outcome. We want to know their conscious, their public sort of desires, and their primal. Sakib said, I know their public desire, but not primal. What would you suggest? I'd ask again, are they your people? Do you actually know them? Do you want to just ask them and get closer to them? A lot of this can genuinely be coming down to like you just starting, like, you know, pretty much everyone here typed 1 before that they understood what we spoke about. I would argue that probably half of you didn't even implement this advice, and you're going to keep staying stuck. And it's just weird. You won't take the advice, but you'll just stay stuck and be agitated. Let me just write a big word down. At least 30 of you need to hear this. It's your people. If you're unsure about what we're talking about today, business, helping these people, knowing their desires, it's because you're not helping your people. You don't really give a fuck about the people you're helping. You're almost coping, thinking, oh, well, like helping chiropractors is kind of wholesome. It's like, you don't give a fuck about them. You don't care about some like middle-aged chiropractors. Oh, but the agency, bro, I'm gonna make some money from the agency. Like, you don't care about them, so you won't actually help them. So you don't even care about hearing about their problems. If you wouldn't help them for free, you shouldn't try and like be considering getting paid to help them. You should know them so well because either you are part of this group or you genuinely really care about them. So for example, let's say 20 years from now, let's say if my purpose still feels like I specifically still want to help young men, I'm no longer a young man, but like I care so much and think that that's like, such an important generation. Let's say the problems of young men gets even worse 20 years from now. Then like that would still be in some ways my people, the people I care about. So my business would still be trying to help these people by using like the money that we do make from the products and services, the profit we make, just back into helping these people. This is the like a big block, it seems, for many of us, because you're in this like completely delusionary, uneducated business where all you've done is like you haven't taken the advice that we spoke about before. I don't think I've got the drawing, but remember we had like 3 steps. Let me just see if I still got it here. It's a shame this drawing thing that I've got doesn't let you just keep the things. You've got to keep deleting them, otherwise there's like too many. Yeah. Too many people, too many of us are starting the wrong way round here. You're starting with the business model / the product, and then you're trying to go upwards and thinking to yourself like, okay, well, I don't know who I'm trying to sell to. If it's not working, by the way, if you're making a fuck ton of money, fair enough, it's okay. But I'd say a good few of us have done this completely backwards, and you've got sunk cost fallacy to just like fix this. That you've made your entire business on the beach, like on fragile foundations. It should be this way down. It should be focusing on the flow / purpose. Then it should be focusing on the other people that you want to help, the people / cause that you want to help. And then we're going to start talking about, okay, well, what's the product and what's the, the thing we're going to actually sell to them. Too many of us are literally going about it and I don't blame you, because all of the business advice on YouTube is fucking trash. If we did how to make money videos here, they're fucking trash. If you've ever seen any of these videos, 10k a month, they're so bad because these put you this video is so bad, guys. These videos put you in such an insecure, stupid, weak frame because they literally they make you go this way around. They make you start with because the thing is, right, I made the videos as well, right? So I'm just going to tell you the truth from a YouTuber's perspective. We don't actually give a fuck about you. You do realize everyone on this list doesn't actually give a fuck about you, right? You do realize what we care about as a YouTuber is just that little graph that shows us that we're worthy of love, which is retention. We're not actually there thinking, oh man, how do we help these guys? Now, I'm trying my best to actually think in that way, but trust me, it's very hard, and I would be extremely surprised if anyone else was doing it, especially like these like degen YouTubers, like the fucking random, especially when you search for like worse topics. This is when it starts getting disgusting, when you see these like disgusting, smelly finance YouTubers, the same fucking ones, like side and then passive income. If you want to see like the worst of the fucking YouTube industry, these motherfuckers. Absolutely smelly. Obviously there's exceptions here. There's Alex Smolsky and stuff, but fuck me. Anyone, just type 1 in chat. Have you watched videos like this? Passive income, side hustle.
Have you ever?
Fuck you. 10k a month. I'll type 1 as well. Fucking disgusting, like disgusting YouTubers. Because they don't care. They're gonna keep, like, and if you click on their channels, this isn't to like hate on a motherfucker, but let me just like find this guy, for example. If you click on their channels, it's just content barrage. They don't, like, do you know what I mean? Like, they don't give a fuck about you. It's the same video over and over and over and over and over and over again. They don't give a fuck about you. So you watch these videos, what's gonna happen when you click on degen YouTube? What's gonna happen? When they're telling you, well, yeah, the top 7 ways to make money online. Okay, so number 1, this business model, yes. And number 2, affiliate marketing. Oh, wow. And number 3, this is what they're teaching you. You know why? Because this sells to idiots. This sells to unintelligent people. And we've all been there. I have. When actually the thing that you need, if you're watching videos like this, oh, fuck, hopefully you don't see any private pictures there. When you watch videos like this, you don't need to be told, oh, the 7 passive income ideas. You don't need 7. Guess what you need? You need 0 business ideas. You need to learn how to make your bed. You need to learn how to stop wasting half an hour, 1 hour, or how long are we spending? 1 hour, 2 hours a day on YouTube? That's why you're not making any money. You don't need passive income ideas. You don't need another business model, like a top 7 business. You don't need that shit. It's because your dopamine receptors are fried. It's because you've got brain fog for 10 hours a day. It's because your phone, when you get a notification, fucking notification plays out loud like it would for like some little teenage girl. It's because your phone's not on silent. This is why you're not making the first few thousand a month. It hurts to hear, but like half of the guys listening to this are still not going to listen, Like, be honest, I know for a fact half of you motherfuckers right now, still your phone is on loud. Still you keep your phone in your pocket, just frying your testicles with the radiation. Still, you work for literally maybe about 2 to 5 minutes, and then you get distracted. Am I right? Type 1 and be honest. Because for most of my life, I'll type 1 right now. For most of my life, I'd have to type 1, right? You work out, you literally do work for about 2 minutes, and you get distracted, thinking, oh yeah, it must be the business model. Yeah, maybe I need a new business model, actually. Let's move on. Apologies for hating on you there, but I wish I had someone who was like a little bit of a role model to me, talking to me like this. Because when I was flipping around business model to business model, I wish that I had someone more experienced look at me and say, like, Hamza, you can barely work for 5 minutes. Fix that first. It's not about the business model. It's not about the tactics. It's not about getting more views on YouTube. Your brain is broken. Stop eating carbs. Sleep properly. Put your phone in the other room if you have to. Drink some more water. Like, level 1, honestly, like, when you... It's hard to explain, but like when the more entrepreneurs I speak to these days, I'm hearing a lot, very often, of like 2 phrases where they call it... this is like a quick side note if you were interested in this. Anyone know what these 2 stand for? B2B and B2C. Anyone know what they stand for? Yeah. Business to business, business to clients, or business to customer. So I heard of these phrases, like, I would assume most of us have heard of these, right? But you didn't actually really know what it actually meant. B2B means like you're selling to business owners, you're selling to like actually professional people. It's someone who's selling to me. That would be a B2B. So someone would be selling me like a 10K package to train my team, or a 50K package to train my team. I see more and more entrepreneurs who are good switching over from B2C. B2C is like selling to customers. That's me selling to you. It's selling to like actual, like, sort of, let's say, normal, non-business, non-like official business owners out there. And I've seen so much recently of the amount of entrepreneurs who are literally getting fed up with B2C and going to B2B. This is like the path of most entrepreneurs. You'll probably do this as well at some point, because you start selling to like normal people and you realize that like the problem you might have wanted to help them with, like to scale up their agency to 7 figures and stuff, you realize like that's not what normal people need. What customers, like what normal, let's say YouTube viewers need, is to be told like stop frying your dopamine and everything. And when you're selling B2B, you're actually genuinely helping them with operations and management and systems and, you know, these sort of advanced things. So I just had a couple of entrepreneurs say this to me recently, like, oh yeah, they're tired of like B2C, they want to move over to this because you just start selling to more professional people. The reason why is because when you're selling to like normal, just everyday sort of like, you know, people, non-business owners, as pretty much everyone here is, the problem isn't in the business side of things. Like if I could spend so long teaching you the skills of business, you don't even need that. The problem is just that like you struggle to work, you struggle to wake up on time, you struggle with basic self-improvement. Now, there's a fair amount of guys who are more in the advanced stage. But this is like the biggest problems with B2C to actually help you isn't me trying to teach you how to make money. Or for example, I'll bribe you and say, yeah, inside of Adonis school, you'll learn how to make money. And then I'll sneak hit you with like, yeah, make your bed, discipline, wake up on time, cold showers, like stop frying your dopamine and everything. And when you implement those things, naturally you'll just start making money because you'll actually become a capable worker. Let's move on. Next thing is problems. This is where we're going to start making a lot of money. So by now, we've got an understanding, maybe not perfect, but an understanding of what our dream customer, our customer avatar's dream outcome, okay? We know the person or the type of people we're trying to sell to, and we know what their dream outcome is. Now what we need to do is try to think, what are the problems / roadblocks / obstacles to get to that? What things happen that feels negative for your customers to get to their goal? So let's say, for example, my customer avatar, it's you. It's a young guy. I'd write this in a lot of detail, okay, but I'll just tell you a few things. Young guy, 21 years old, he's broke. And he wants to get to the point, his dream outcome here is he wants to get handshakes in Dubai whilst doing the tape pose, and he's wearing a shirt, and he's also smoking a cigar. Many guys here, right? Tape fanboy, like this is honestly like genuinely about what the reality of my business is. I'm not even gonna lie. And so obviously we've got some mature people in here as well, but this is about what it is, helping young guys, right? And you want to get to this bit, which is like essentially rich, like fake rich, like he can afford a Rolex or something, right? This is his start. This is the dream. What are the problems on the way here? Anyone type like 1 or 2 for my customer avatar? What are the problems? What are the obstacles for this guy to get there? Just use your common sense. What would it be? There's hundreds, by the way, maybe even thousands. You could list off a few right now within seconds, right? Fantastic. See that we've probably got about 50 or more. And you know what I would say is like what we've got is topics of problems. You see, for example, Paul said distractions. Kenneth said dopamine. Josh said poor mental health. A bunch of people said mindset. I would break all of them down to about 10 inside of that. So inside of mindset, we've got a specific like limiting belief number 1. Inside of dopamine, we've got like bad habit number 1 is porn. Porn is a problem on its way there because that stops his thing. And bad habit number 2 is he's got a fucked up sleep schedule. You can start to see that this is actually the things that I help young guys with, right? So there should be probably a list of over 100, right? That's not even hard. Like that's not unreasonable to say that there's probably more than 100 problems for this guy to get there, right? For example, if I was going to give you an example, let's say we've got a little skinny guy. Dream outcome is he becomes jacked. What are the problems here? Very specific problems. He wants to get super jacked. What problems would he go through that we would have to help him? More specific, more specific. See, diet isn't enough. Let's go super specific. What's the problem with his diet? Now, we probably know, but like it's important to clarify that. What is the problem with his diet? eats shit food, does exercises with bad form. He eats bad food. Let's say just the topic, let's say, is diet. The problem topic is diet, right? Think about how many mini problems inside of this there is. There's buying the right kind of food. There's cooking the food. He doesn't want to cook. There's actually eating it and the taste of it. There's cleaning up afterwards. There's the time of all of that, the time and energy that he doesn't want to put in. Just in diet, within a few seconds, there's even 5 problems here that would go there. Never mind the rest of it. Then there's also like, oh, well, he doesn't want to get to the grocery store because he doesn't even have a car to get there. He's got no fuel because he keeps taking it out for his personal life. So let's make this super detailed. We would write this almost like a thought that he might get. If I was I've helped people with their diet, with everything, right? So this is the level of autistic thinking. A problem that he might have on this goal to getting jacked is that he'll think, when I'm buying healthy food in the grocery store, I often also buy junk food. Sometimes I'm too tired to go out and buy healthy food, so I just order takeaways. That's one problem. That one belief. Now think about the 500 extra beliefs he has, which are also problems. But when I'm too tired to go to the gym. Oh, but I can't go to the gym more than 3 times a week. Oh, but I'm supposed to have like a cheat day every week, right? Every day, right? So this is an actionable step. You won't be able to do this just from now, but it's something you can do afterwards. Create a massive list of problems for your customer avatar to get to their dream outcome. A massive list. I do this every now and then, and it's like, it takes me a whole morning. Like, it genuinely will take you like hours if you're doing it right. It might be a few hundred things. It can be thoughts. It can be other people. It can be beliefs. It can be real world situations. It might literally be that it's raining and he has to walk to the gym. That's still a problem that's going to stop you from getting a sale. There's literally people who would buy from you, but they're thinking in their mind, oh no, but like, you know, if I buy his fitness program, like it's been too rainy and I won't go to the gym afterwards. Think about that. There's someone who would have given you money, but that thought pops in their mind and now they won't pay for your thing. If we can write down a massive list of problems, which then we'll use to come up with our product, which is going to help them solve every problem on the list. Imagine when you've got a subtle mention of like, oh yeah, and you know, like with this fitness program that I'm selling you, you'll be able to make gains even at home. So even if it's raining on the way to the gym, you'll be able to still work out. He's buying now. You've just made the extra few $100s just from that one sentence because you took the time to do this. This is extremely, extremely high leverage work. This is worth a deep work task. Tomorrow morning, for example, when you're fasted, you got a black coffee. Do some autistic thinking about this. So there's a bunch of problems here. I'll read out a list that I had for my aesthetic body course. So this is like real ones that I've used before to make about probably over $200,000. Which, by the way, let's just take a second. That's fucking sick. Imagine like the education you're getting here, where I'm literally spilling like this is the autistic detail I went in when I first made like my first ever product. Like this isn't me speaking about, you know, the current version of our business, which might be a bit hard to relate to. This was me when I was making less than $1,000, and I made this one product. And I ended up making the first 10K from it. This is the thinking that I went through. I was thinking about, okay, what are the problems for this broke, skinny, fat, young guy who wants to get an aesthetic physique because he wants to attract girls? And this is just a few of them. This is just in the topic of exercising. You know how we said before that there's like the topic of diet and there's like the few things there. This was just in exercising. I don't have a gym membership, The gym is too far away. I'm too busy with work. I'm not motivated to go to the gym. When I'm in the gym, I don't know what to do. It's intimidating being in the gym. I don't know how to train safely. I feel insecure with what I look like in the gym. I don't have gym clothing. Working out hurts too much. I get too sore. I get too bored. I just want to go home. I get tired easily. I find it hard to push myself. I lose my focus easily. I'm not making any progress in the gym. That's literally just a few of them. Is it hard to believe that we might get 500 of those written down? Now think about when you're going to be ready to sell, like, you're going to create the product and you're going to be able to sell it, and the way that you would address that. And for this customer, like, for the customers of my old course, the aesthetic body course, when I had this in the sales letter, in the sales page, well, they're going to buy, right? Because they had these objections, these problems in mind. Okay, Hamza's selling this fitness program, but like, nah, it's probably not going to work for me. And that subtly, that, like, inside of their mind, they're thinking, oh yeah, it's not going to work because I don't even know what to do in the gym. And, I feel intimidated. I don't know what gym clothes to buy. I don't even have a gym membership. I don't even know how you sign up to a gym. And imagine in my sales page, it said, oh yeah, and you'll learn how to sign up to the gym. And I was like, which gym clothes will get you more likes on Tinder? All of the problems. So as many as possible. We want not quality, sorry. We want quantity, specifically quantity. We want volume of problems, beliefs, ideas that they've got, which they'll be saying like, nah, this is the reasons why I can't achieve the dream outcome. These are the reasons why people don't buy from you. So if you can spend a good few hours here, 3 hours, 5 hours tomorrow, just with a a Notion page, literally just a checklist, a list, just like 1, 2, 3, and see, maybe like just post the total number in Adonis School with how many you get. I'd be interested to see who gets the most. So create a massive list of these autistically detailed problems. I'll let you do that on your own time. That will take a little while at least. So let's talk about the plan. Plan is, we've talked about the problems that they're going to have. To make money, all it is about having the solutions. People say a lot about like, making money is just about value, but it's again, I think, how, just type one in chat, you've heard the term of like, it's about value, it's about value. Everyone's these days is saying value. I think value in the business, like sort of world, is the same as purpose in the sort of masculinity, sort of men's YouTube space. Nobody even fucking knows it, because if they won't describe it to you, you've heard how many people say value, but they don't even like talk about it. They're so vague that I don't even believe many people even understand what value even means, the same way I don't even believe that many of the male influencers even understand what purpose means. Value is just the solutions. Your business is all about, it's just defining business is just like, you have the solutions to people's problems. That's it. We have this massive list of problems. Now we're going to come up to a solution for every single problem on the list. The solutions, let's say, okay, we've got a massive list. These are all problems, right? All of these. We're going to look at these and think to ourselves, how can we solve those problems? A lot of it will actually come from beliefs. Literally just hearing something or reading something or seeing something that would change that. So for example, one of the problems is like, like the progress is too slow. That's a problem. The way you'd solve that, you'd help them make faster progress and everything, but a lot of the ways that you'll solve a lot of these problems is literally just you, just with education, with like, a video of you, a book from you, for example. The solutions, that's entrepreneurship. No shit. This is entrepreneurship. It's just solutions to people's problems and then just charging for it. So you can see the difference between you and younger you. Jeffrey watches the top 7 ways to make money online. He literally, this is like a normie businessman. Like, this is where most of us have started. Many of us are still here just yet because we've not made the complete change. They address maybe 10% of the problems of a customer. This is why most businesses, like the majority of businesses, fail, because they're literally here thinking, oh yeah, well, a
car was made to buy gas. That was the point of a car, was to buy gas, right? I just need gas. I just need gas. Everyone, please. I just need petrol. This is like level 1 thinking, and then they get no results because they solve like barely any problems. They literally just think, okay, what can I do to make money? The point of a business is just to get, like the point of a car is just to get gas. The other way around, we've understood. The point of a car is to get to a destination, and we use gas, we use petrol to get there. This is why we want to make money. And we do that by solving problems, as many of them. We want to solve as close to 100% of the problems that our people have in our space. Again, 2 of the most important words in business. There'll be a fair amount of people listening to every lecture, and they'll waste the next 3 months of their lives just not reading these 2 words. It might be you. Reading these 2 words and just having humility and just telling your lizard brain, like, oh yeah, but maybe I'm not actually taking the advice, even though, I'm convinced that Hamza's wrong about this, but because I can see many in the chat. This is what's going to waste 3 months of your life at least. Because you're going to keep trying to help some people that you don't even understand, that you don't give a fuck about, that you don't even want to help. And only, hopefully 3 months from now, you're going to realize, oh yeah, well, what if I just helped the people that I cared about? Then I'd work 3 times as harder. Whoa, Hamza was right all that time ago. This is the difference between like an entrepreneur who has absolutely no education, complete ignorance of how business works, and this is the point that you're at now, where you understand. We just want to solve as close to 100% of the problems that our people have in this topic. Any questions on what we've wrapped up with just here? Then we'll dive deeper. When we get to the solutions part, which we should be able to cover in time, this is where you're going to start making money now. Okay, seems like we got no questions. Let's jump on. Solutions. This is where we're beginning to make money inside of our business. What we want to do is think of solutions to every single problem that we've come up with on the list. So obviously you don't have your list right now, that's fine. Tomorrow, whenever you've got time, make the massive list of problems. And then we want to think of, okay, how do we solve these problems for people? Keep in mind your flow state task. What is it? Just type in chat again. What was your flow task? Keep in mind your flow task. How can we use our flow task to solve as many of the problems that our people have? So for example, a lot of people are saying speaking and writing, right? That's awesome. You know why? Because a lot of the problems, most of the problems that our people are going to have are probably just going to be beliefs. Beliefs. And then there's some like actual problem. So by speaking or by writing, we can often cure a lot of their problems just by changing their mind about things. A lot of business, like a lot of money is made just by changing people's minds about things. In fact, like that's exactly why you're here. I haven't ever sold you a physical product, have I? Really, all I've done is just change your mind about some beliefs that you had which were incorrect. And suddenly you realize, oh fuck, Hamza's actually right. Yeah, like sure, I'll follow him and I'll buy his stuff from now on. So come up with anything that you can do to help and solve these problems. What we want to do is, I'll break this down into like the format. Is that a good word for this? The format. Think of the format. There's maybe a better word, maybe it'll come to me or maybe someone can comment. Think of like the format in which you can help these people. There could be, for example, a live conversation, like a live video call. There could be a resource like a PDF, like a written resource. There could be videos, like I have done, videos where you speak, or even audios. It could be something in real life. It could be a physical product. These are all different. Physical product. I wouldn't call this a vehicle. The vehicle is going to be the package later on. I will say this is the format. Think about the formats that you could have. So this is like just the format of like, okay, so they've got problems. Let me give you an example, right? So the problem is I don't even have a gym membership. That's one of their problems. But we want to sell my aesthetic body course. Everyone knows what that is, right? It was like this video course that I sold that got me from like 1 to 10K a month for the first time in business, right? And one of the problems that my customer had, like my dream customer, was that he doesn't even have a gym membership. That's what he was going to say to himself when he saw my product. So then one of the ways that I've solved this is by just saying, okay, well, there's an exclusive video in there, which is a guide on how to sign up to the gym without it actually stressing you out or overwhelming you. I wrote it as like an autistic guide to signing up to the gym. Some people needed that, right? I don't know if there's many people here, but like some people actually needed like a step-by-step guide. It was just very overwhelming for them to navigate like a website and to figure out like how do gyms work? Can you just show up? How do you buy the membership and everything? And so I just said, okay, well, there's a video module where I actually walk you through that, and I record my screen showing you like how to sign up to gyms. Boom. Now I could have done that in a PDF, but guess why? Guess why I didn't do it in the PDF? Why did I do it in a video? For flow. I did that because of me, because my flow is in speaking. So the format that I chose was related to the work that I actually kind of like and I'm good at, which is the speaking. So I'd rather speak. So I do it on video. If, for example, you don't enjoy speaking, public speaking for you is like, some skill that you don't really like, but you really enjoy writing, then you'd write a written guide to the same problem. You create a PDF, a written guide on, okay, step by step, here is an autistic, like detailed step on how to sign up to the gym. Step 1, go onto Google Maps. Step 2, search for a gym. Some people need that, right? And you've literally wrote this out. Well, then the problem's solved. So when you mention this later on in the sales page, this problem's literally just solved now. He's going to think, oh yeah, well, okay, sweet, well, problem solved. Let's move on to the other 500 problems I've got. Now you're beginning to realize that this is actually a lot harder than just clicking on the next top 7 ways to make money online, because we're going to have to do this for every single problem. So this is probably going to take you days. Every problem that you wrote down, and I want there to almost be a competition of like the volume of problems that you've got. That, we're posting, okay, I've got 100, no, I've got 200, I've got 300, right? Now figure out a solution to each and every one. It'll probably take you days of like mind-numbing thinking of, okay, well, yeah, for this one, I'll make this. For this one, I'll write up this guide. For this one, I'll write this. And this is just us thinking about the solution. Soon we're going to actually have to put in the work for this. You're beginning to realize it's a lot harder to make money in business than you thought it was, right? There's a lot more work involved, isn't it? To make something that's actually gonna sell. But you wanted to work hard, didn't you? You're here because you wanted to work hard. So get to fucking work then. No more top 7 ways to make money online. Oh, business model. Oh, maybe it's the other business model. No. This is the work that you've been avoiding all this time. Massive list of problems, massive list of solutions. It should numb your brain over the next few days if you really want this to help you. You can go back to the top 7. Where's Jeffrey? You can go back there if you want. You won't respect yourself. You can go back there. It's not as easy being a businessman, is it? This is just the format. So maybe just write this down, make a note of this somewhere, of all these ones I've wrote down. The format of the way that we want to give them some kind of solution, advice, for example. There's the physical product, there's the PDF or the book, there's the live video call, there's, meeting them in person. We can even say then there's the scale of it. This is just to give you ideas for the solutions you could have come up with. You could do a one-to-one with them. So for example, just be a bit crazy and think to yourself, okay, he says he doesn't know how to sign up to a gym membership. We're probably not going to do this, but one of the ways we could solve this, think about like what's the most expensive way that we could solve this. Imagine if a billionaire was saying to us, oh no, but I don't know how to I don't know how to like sign up to the gym. I don't know how to get a gym membership. I'll pay you $50,000 if you help me with that. How would you do it? Would you send him a text? Oh, hey, bro, just click on this link, bro. Like, hey, it's Hamza on a Loom video. He's going to pay you $50K. You're going to get a flight to his house, meet him there, take the car over to the gym and walk him through, okay, yeah, so hi, we need a gym membership for my friend here. Now, we're probably not going to go to that level, but it's just to kind of jog your brain thing. Okay, imagine that as an extreme level. Is there any ideas that can come up with that? That's like one-to-one IRL. That's the highest you could ever do. So for me, for example, something like that, let's say I'm going to meet you in person and we're going to talk YouTube, probably about 50K. Which I know sounds ridiculous for like, 1 day of my time. But when you think about like the fucking scale of that, right? Then we can say there's a one-to-one, but it's online. So for example, this is like a video call. You can only help one person at once. So same billionaire, he says, okay, I'll give you $1,000. You hop on a video call with him and you share screens with him. You see, this is like the scale, the magnitude of the solution. Because this is solving the same problem. It's just how much work are we willing to put in to help him. Then we can say there's one to many. One to many means like, okay, one to more than one. It's us, but with many people at the same time. We could, again, do it IRL. We could meet a group of people. Imagine a group of fucking Jeffreys, you meet them in person. They're all wearing helmets. Like, come on, guys, let's go to the gym and let's sign you up for the gym, boys. That's okay. Then there's one to many. But it's online. What does this remind you of? You're on it right now. One to many, online. This is scale. The idea is, just with this, I'm not asking you to, go meet someone in person or anything, but the idea is just to get you some creativity with the way that you'd solve these problems. Because who here would be happy to work extremely hard to make a fuck ton of money right here, right now? Type 1. Very nice. So why don't you just over-deliver? Right here, right now, if you want to work super hard, why don't you over-deliver? The solution, let's say, for this same problem, I don't have a gym membership, what can I do? What if you did do the one-to-one online? What if you did literally make this as part of your solutions? I will go on a massive, long, one-to-one call with you, where we'll both share our screens, and I will help you sign up to the gym. I'll also, I'll log into your Amazon account, and I'll literally put everything you need to order into the cart for you. And then I will make the workout routine and on an app, and then send you the link. So all you have to do is click on the link, and you'll have the workout routine on your phone. Think about that as over-delivering value right now, instead of like, just make an agency, bro. Just try dropshipping, bro. Think about that as value, right? I will make you the wish list, and I'll send it over to you. Because this is what I did to hit 10K a month. Imagine this, now what we're talking, for every single problem. So this is some high leverage work. If you really want this to help you, I expect you to be probably waking up early, black coffee, and super focused over the next week, doing problems and solutions, and thinking to yourself, okay, what is the way that I could over-deliver the value so that I can destroy my competition? Hamza was offering a video, a pre-recorded video teaching how to sign up to the gym. I'm going to do it live. You want to destroy the competition in business, right? Well, you need to be better than them. You need to give more than them. The second problem is the gym's too far away. Again, for the billionaire, what are you going to do? And he says, I don't drive. For the billionaire who's going to pay you 100K for his first gym workout, you're going to meet him at his house and drive for him, or order the Uber for him, right? Obviously, it's the extreme level. So what can you do for the broke kid? Broke kid said, the gym's too far away, there's no gyms nearby. What can you do? Well, how do you help a guy who says the gym's, calisthenics, show him other ways to train? Okay, problem solved. Next one. There's 500 problems we've got to go through now. So there's ways we can do this. We can meet them in person. We can do it online, one-to-one. We can meet many people in person. We can do an IRL meetup. Let's say if I do a YouTube meetup and 20 people show up. We can do one-to-many online. That you can make a lot of money from any of these, actually, but this is what we're doing right now, one-to-many online. You can do something which is live. So a live video call, live seminar like we've got here. or you can do pre-recorded content. Keep your eyes peeled, because, and when you go through Adonis school, and like just ask yourself, like, what has Hamza implemented here? What are you on right now? This is a live one-to-many. All the courses are pre-recorded one-to-many. There's not many like there's not really any one-to-one things that I do, but then we do have some one-to-one. We've got coaches, we've got teachers, we've got customer, we've got student success guys who literally do one. Arnie's here, big up Arnie, everyone. W in the chat. Arnie, they'll literally hop on one-to-one calls with people and just like help them. Think about how sick that is. If I can't offer my time, I'll go hire people to do it for me. We'll wrap up there. This is your actionable step, this page right here. Massive list of your potential customers' problems. We're talking at least more than 100. And then massive list of solutions. The solutions can be in whatever format you deem reasonable. Well, I will say, for every guy who typed 1 the most recent time when I said, okay, well, are you willing to work hard to make money? Act like it. Go one step beyond. Be willing to work even harder than you think you should. Maybe you should hop on the live call with the guy. The kid who like doesn't even know how to sign up to the gym and he just kind of scares him. Maybe you should sign up to him, right? You want to make your first 10K, right? Because you can start with the harder thing, which requires more work from you now. And then soon, once you're profiting 10K, 5K, and you can kind of like, sort of worsen the offer and get it consistent once the ball's rolling. But right now, you may as well go and do the harder thing, right? Just keep that in mind. Start this, if possible, today, like before our next call tomorrow at 3 p.m. UK time. But you don't have to be finished by then, because I do understand. I remember doing this myself, and it did take me a good few days to like fully go through it and come up with this. What I want you to have as soon as possible is like your package. Not even a package, sorry. What we'll just say is a list of solutions. What I just want you to have is a massive list of solutions, which will be, for example, okay, I will give him a PDF which teaches him how to sign up to the gym. I will make a video which shows him the form of the technique of every exercise. I will make a video talking about the diet. I will hop on a live call with him to do this. I will make a Amazon or grocery store wish list automatically. I will make all the routines for him. The call tomorrow will be going further in this same topic, so still join it even if you don't have the full list. If you do end up smashing this in one day, you probably could, to be honest. It probably will take you a good like 3 hours or something if you really make it detailed. You probably could get it done by tomorrow, so I'll be asking who's done that. We'll wrap up there, boys. Very interesting lecture. I'm super glad that I get to teach this kind of stuff, and that we've got so many young guys who are interested in that. And honestly, I'm actually like, me and my brother always get taken aback. Like we always keep saying to ourselves, what if we had this at 18 years old? What if like 18-year-old Hamza had this? Because I had to learn this stuff here, bro. This took me weeks to learn. You just got it in like 59 minutes. Awesome. Take care, everyone. Mwah.